What? Little prompt, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like God created you with PlayStation 1 graphics. Swear I've seen more features on a Damien Hirst painting than I have on this man's face. Hey, welcome back, ladies and ladies with dicks. Have you guys ever felt useless? Like almost a King Midas of everything he touched turned to cardboard. You went to go into the laundry room to get your clothes and a homeless guy is standing there wearing your shit better than you ever could. Well, luckily I think this video will be a friendly reminder to everybody watching that you're not useless. Matter of fact, in comparison to this prepubescent bling bling boy, you are practically the furthest thing from it. Since I recently covered this malnourished, malding midget that goes by the name of Neon, I'm sure many of you could guess it would only be a matter of time until Jack Doherty would get a video of his own. And upon diving into the entire story of this trifling troglodyte, I was shocked to find out that somehow we found somebody that makes Neon look like he can be nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Every antic, prank, or controversy that Neon has ever done, Jack makes sure to amplify by a whole tenfold. Whatever your most embarrassing moments are in life is one of Jack's best life highlights. From harassing and disrespecting public retail workers and your everyday stranger, being so unlikable that people you pay to hang out with you have to leave just because of your existence being before them, starting fights then running behind his bodyguards so they can finish them for him, making out with the two brothers that got famous for... Motherfucker, what is that? A Soviet army tank going down my street? What the hell was... Making out with the two brothers that got famous for making out with each other, running a pimp ring of OnlyFans girls and having an account himself despite not looking a day past 12. I refuse to believe this guy is 20. Having these traits would make the average man want to throw himself off a cliff. But to Jack, he does all of this with a grin above his dusty, dilapidated chin. These are all nothing but mere accomplishments that he holds high over his shoulders towards his ultimate goal of being the worst role model a kid could ever aspire to be. His success story is being a failure, where morals, ethics, family members, and everything in between is all thrown out for the sake of content and money, and all of his vids usually just results in him getting punched in the face or just laughed at. To explain the full story on how this asshole even got so popular, I think it's important to go all the way back to when he just started as one. He was born with a pretty well-off, affluent parents that I'm sure neglected him with an iPad growing up while they went to the third swinger party of the week, and it wouldn't even be too long after he was born that he would start appearing on YouTube. The first of what I would say red flags that almost served as an omen to explain why Jack would turn out the way he is today would be all the way back in 2016, where he was first put on the map for stalking and doxing other YouTubers' houses on Google Maps, rolling up to their homes while telling the viewers the exact location of where they're at for everybody back at home that wants to hop in their little tyke truck to stop on by. But it's not only that, he will squat on their porches for hours on end, all the while screaming their names and banging violently on the door in the process. I'm convinced somehow if his delusional mother didn't wait with Jack in the front of a random person's house for 3 hours, he would have army crawled through the doggy door. One of the YouTubers that fell victim to this 12-year-old boy stalking them was fouseytube, casually driving back to his home where he was greeted with Jack dripping drool across the driveway like a mentally impaired bloodhound. So of course he did what any rational person would do when a random family is standing outside of your house like it's the us, which was to get the hell inside and completely ignore the fact that he's even there.
Yes! fouseytube! fouseytube! Oh my god. Guys, it's fouseytube. Holy shit. Dude. Guys, look at that.
Yo, Rain, what's up, Rain?
Guys, fouseytube is here. Guys, he just went in the garage. I'm pretty sure he's gonna come out.
Of course, with his mom being the personal Uber driver for her 12-year-old son, it wouldn't really take a genius to realize that this wasn't a lesson in life for Jack, to respect other people's privacy as it would have been for everybody else. This instead was almost like a catalyst for him to spiral out of control, because he would do the same with his biggest influencer ever, Rice Gum, and donated hundreds of dollars to Ninja on his old Fortnite streams to get his attention and play with his favorite streamer, just to sadly get ignored.
When Fortnite dies and his Twitch dies, he'll be like, damn it, I wish I took that $500, but it's good, it's alright for me, boys.
Yeah, because I'm sure Ninja saw this video with tears splashing across the mortgage papers he has to sign off because he didn't take the $500 that a toddler gave him that he could have easily wiped his ass with by running a single ad break on one of his streams. Thank you, Jack. It's really heroes like you that keep this world from being almost perfect. Normally, it's pretty harsh or petty to criticize the actions of a kid because there's always that age-old excuse of they don't know any better or they will grow out of it. But Jack, even at that young age, had enough self-awareness to realize what he was doing at the time was wrong. He just didn't care, which is why he would always use the excuse of himself being a minor whenever somebody would respond to him relentlessly harassing them. Ninja being one of the first to be introduced to Jack's newfound tactic, because whenever Ninja directly reached out to Jack about the video to just refund the money he sent, and also highly advised Jack to take down the video since it was posted without any permission. What was this slow-thinking twink's response? I'm literally just 14, dude. Yeah, Blevins, he's just a boy. That definitely didn't base the entire vid off of just trying to piss you off by having the words pissed off written out the top of the thumbnail. And even as a kid, how fucking delusional can you really get to believe you're almost pouring out the foundation for Ninja's career by mentioning the fact that your video has 1 million views? Like his name was completely unheard of before this video came out, and thanks to Jack's keen eye to spotting talent, he introduced us to one of the greatest Fortnite legends that ever existed from a 10-minute clickbait shitpost that was made in Snapseed. But him using his youthful innocence as an excuse wouldn't only be exclusive to the internet, because whenever he would go outside and film himself in the public, he would use the same excuse whenever he got confronted by one of the employees at a Walmart that was simply removing them from the store.
Oh, sorry, I was just playing around.
Off the chain.
Alright, can we stop and we'll just buy some?
You need to get out the store.
Okay, I swear.
Don't take pictures of me. I'll break your camera.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
I doubt it. I'm 15. You'll go to
I
jail.
don't care if you're 15.
You'll go to jail.
You respect me.
Alright, and you respect. Oh, hey! Ricky! Ricky! Ricky!
That man might not be your father, but he's for damn sure the father that stepped up. The Walmart worker single-handedly did more discipline with that one swing than your father did ever since you unfortunately swam your way out of his dried up, saggy elephant ear-shaped nuts. I'm sure if everybody out there imagined themselves being Jack in this situation with their own parents, they would all have the same results of returning to school the next day crippled. Jack's parents, however, fully embraced the world and how they failed their child by supporting and in the beginning even funding little baby Jack with expensive cameras so they can bond over watching his son eat his first ever punch. You know how a lot of people record moments with their close relatives so they can sit down and watch them back to reminiscence? I'm convinced Jack and his family do that, but with nothing but punches. Dad gets out his VHS tapes from his bar fights he lost in the 90s. Mom shows on how she got gorilla stomped out on the pavement while running the corner. Hell, Grandpa might even bust out the cassette tape every Sunday so they can all hear how he got folded back in '65. This entire genetic tree just evolves backwards. The parents are having the kids raise their old asses because his harmful pranks is what's pulling in their main source of income. So with a dysfunctional family that only uses each other for personal gain, what better way to fix it than going to the man that's going to gain off of your personal problems? Dr. Phil. That name brings back many memories. If you're a seasoned veteran on the channel, you would know about 3 years ago, 95% of my entire catalog was almost a shrine of his episodes. We've seen many guests, but one that I've never seen or talked about around that time was Jack Doherty. Apparently at only the age of 17, he became one of the few guests to get kicked off the show for being the same Jack we all unfortunately know and absolutely don't love.
I think if you would morph things into being more creative and...
I think they're so creative. No one's ever done those types of stuff.
Okay, we're done here.
I'm sorry.
24-hour overnight challenge in Walmart. Floor's lava challenge in Walmart. His most popular video of all time is based off a fucking bottle flipping. Creative and original. Jack, those 3 things perfectly describe almost every single video you would see on the YouTube homepage back in 2017. Like, you couldn't even escape that entire genre of content, even if you tried, because of how many people were doing it. The only thing that I see different about yours was you didn't have a fake gift card giveaway at the start of every vid. So to say that these are absolutely revolutionary ideas where you haven't had one original thought your entire life is really laughable, and which is why everyone else had a good laugh about it too once this episode was aired. If you're wondering why he even got on there in the first place, it was for stealing his brother's car without a license as a prank. Something his dad said was completely unacceptable, even though he's seen helping in the same fucking prank that led him to go on the show in the first place.
You're a fucking idiot.
After he made his appearance on Dr. Phil, his numbers in the eyes of hatred on him would begin to grow even more rapidly than it ever has before. And with his years of childhood officially closing to an end, what better way to start off your adulthood by opening an OnlyFans account and managing a dozen other girls that he only keeps around by bringing them to his private mansion and experience his lavish lifestyle. How a woman can have so little self-respect that they not only create an OnlyFans but have it be managed by this guy out of all fucking people who probably does all their financial transfers with one hand while he jerks off to their photos with the other. I mean, just look at how Jack interacts with drunk women at a party after they asked him to stop creepily filming them. And when he was told to go away, he treats them like he just discovered what the Red Pill subreddit was the day prior.
She's good.
Hey, chat, what do we think about her? Let's show her what you guys say.
Excuse me, are you gonna feed her some water? Because why are you taking clothes out my friend? Stop.
Look, hey, yo,
Really
watch.
stop.
This is what they're saying about you.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Stop. Stop.
Look, watch.
I don't care what they're saying. Why are you live streaming this? You're an asshole. Go away.
Am I?
Yes, you're
Hey,
not.
yo, you want water?
How are you? Are you 19? Go away.
I'm 20.
You're so far.
I'm giving her my water.
Why are you
I'm
taking videos? Why are you taking
You're right, I'm only
videos
doing it for the
drunk?
video.
You go away.
I just want to look good now after that. No, I'm kidding. Fuck you, bitch. Fucking hell. Fucking first thing she said to me was, I'm 12. You're hey, I don't give a Yeah. You guys cry. Go. Oh no, invert. No. No. You hurt my feelings.
Him arguing always sounds like a Banjo-Kazooie character trying to give you a quest. It's like his brain overfries itself and he starts speaking fucking pig Latin, because I almost had to slow this shit down and run it through translator just to hear through all the chest congestion and snot bubbles that blew out of his nose during that argument. But nevertheless, despite how morally disgusting the strategy seems to be, it surprisingly worked heavily in Jack's favor. Because of this decision, he went from being pretty rich to absurdly wealthy in the span of only a couple months. I don't care to pocket watch, but I was curious to see how much money something like this could generate, and it turns out OnlyFans alone is what Jack makes majority of his income from. Highly doubt it's his own page, because anybody that signed up to that needs to be put on a sex registry, because he still has the same build of a middle schooler. But this is where he found his jackpot and would start to incorporate these OnlyFans girls he barely pays into his videos to drive more traffic to their OnlyFans to drive himself more money. And with YouTube recently adding and heavily pushing out their new shorts feature, Jack would shift his content to there, where he would start piling more views than he's ever seen before. Sure, just seeing two young adults make an OnlyFans page is already sad enough, but it becomes a lot more criminal the more you really dive into the system that he's made for himself here. On every single one of his shorts, you will find a pinned comment that's linking his OnlyFans page or whatever model that was swinging around her Gerber server's page as well. On the surface, it doesn't seem that bad, but once you really look at what type of videos Jack posts, you will probably be looking outside your window for police sirens for even witnessing what I'm about to show. How many pumps does it take for a wubble bubble ball to blow up? I blackmailed her into doing my chores. Don't talk into the mic and I'll buy you everything. Who watches these videos? Kids. Who is almost featured in half of these videos? Kids. Pin comment. OnlyFans. Don't really think I need to elaborate any further on why that's bad. It's like Ryan's Toy Reviews having an Adam and Eve sponsor on every rollout. Spotting out his demographic is painfully obvious by just watching one of his shorts. Because first of all, what blue-collar man is racing home from work to beat his wife and watch chore skits on YouTube Shorts afterwards? Exactly, about next to none. And with all these loud-ass stock sound effects being blared every second, it would be impossible for anybody that isn't under the age of 10 to not develop tetanus from just watching one.
However many subs you have on, I'll buy whatever. OnlyFans, like subscribe.
$10.
Oh, $9 or something, but
Okay, so there was like this one video.
So I find it very strange that you're borderline encouraging your very young fan base to view pornographic material advertised on very innocent child-friendly videos. But as we know, to Jack, none of that matters. Only attention and money are the two things he honestly cares about at the end of the day. Which is why after raking in all this newfound fame and fortune, he noticed the many dramas that were going down with other no-nipple Neanderthal streamers on Kick. So of course, with Jack notoriously using out people like they're a fleshlight, he would see this and decide to turn his home into an almost chromosome coliseum, where he would invite many controversial streamers that were beefing to battle it out inside his living room. And with Jack always wanting to be accepted and acknowledged, he would often chime in and directly start other altercations with these streamers that almost always leads to him getting mollywopped in his own home. I want to keep everybody's minds fresh that this guy pays and hires a full security team to watch over him, making sure his shoes are tied and his pants are buckled, but it seems like you're such a pretentious pink-skinned pussy that even your own security team would rather watch you get beat up than actually protect you. But I would be lying if I said they never did what Jack hired them to do, because sometimes they do it in a degree that's fucking illegal. For example, once Jack started his own IRL live streams, he would speak very poorly on OnlyFans models despite posting his micro penis online to homosexual men out there that might look at your photos to determine their straightness. One of those models would be the popular figure known as Corinna Kopf. The two met each other at a party, and that's where after Jack was turned down from Corinna multiple times after desperately trying to flirt with her, and because of this turn down, he would snap out like the Winter Soldier, calling her a useless sausage stroker that isn't good enough for anything.
Corinna's a whore. I'm doubling down. F that bitch.
Later that night, Jack went up to Corinna again, where one of her friends confronted Jack about what he said, where it led to his security guard randomly sucker punching the guy in the face after he's politely asking for Jack and his team to walk away.
Party and I don't want to talk to you. You say that I'm just an OnlyFans whore.
That's not what it was.
That's literally what it was.
Okay, wait.
I literally got sent. I just because I'm at a party.
W Clippers.
No, I'm at a party. I don't want to be on stream.
I'm just saying, walk. Stop. I'm just saying, y'all say you just stop. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, how professional to unleash the dragon fist across this man's face over a situation that you weren't even involved in. Is being bipolar a qualification to be on your security team? Because I swear they just pick and choose when they want to do their job. They'll let you get bitch slapped in your own home and start other fights outside of it. And Jack has really good faith in these people to protect him, because I want everyone to look at how he was almost cowering in fear speaking to the same people before his guardian angel stepped over.
All right. And fine with me.
Jack,
Did you say something? Yeah. You think I said something? Yeah, that's what I heard.
You called her an OnlyFans whore.
Damn! And that's it. I was like, wait, we got a lot of OnlyFans. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Like,
it's like this guy doesn't think he's clearer than a glass ass to read. The only time you show any sign of you even having a penis back is when your bodyguard is there to stroke it for you. It's quite pathetic. And you remember those old prank videos I mentioned in the beginning? Well, Jack brought them back this time in a format of live streaming all of it, where he will go up to random strangers in the mall, at the stores, or even a relaxing day at the fucking beach. Nobody is safe. He will go to everyone and relentlessly harass them, and whenever somebody has finally had enough, his little team will step in to scare everybody away.
What? Little pal, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, little pal? Yeah.
I'm watching Stan Marsh's clone reign terror across South Park in that one episode. Yeah, what are you going to do when I have the reincarnation of Kimbo Slice standing before you? This is what his so-called pranks are in the present day. Him copying every single trend that popped up in the 2010s was unironically better than the content and the ideas he actually comes up with now, because there is no idea. He's incapable of thinking for himself, and when he does, these are the genius ideas to just bother people for no reason. In case a random guy minding his business in the mall wasn't enough, Jack also did the same with the mall's own security guard that was asking him to leave.
over there. Those are over there.
I'm just telling you, you're not allowed to do this on mall property.
Oh. But I think the guys that aren't allowed to do it on mall property are over there.
No. I'm talking to you. I'll talk to them. Put your stuff up.
Okay. All right. We'll go. We'll leave. Thank you so much. No problem. Look, sir, the kids love me. Let me be, please.
Listen to me, man. Listen to me.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to ask you one more time. I'm going to ask you one more time.
I said we were leaving.
Okay, I'm going to follow you out.
We're leaving, bro. Like, relax.
Out of my face.
Or,
Get out of my face.
Or what? Okay. Well,
that.
So give it back. Watch out.
Here's another clip of Jack deliberately starting drama with the family at the beach just because a dad told him to not cuss in front of his kids. And I'm sure, judging by the shirt that one of the guards was wearing, that these people were preaching nothing but verses right out of the Bible upon the fellow beachgoers enjoying their day.
Out of there, motherfucker! Let's go!
Watch your language, there's kids around here.
I didn't say any curse words. What'd I say?
Just watch your language.
What'd I say?
You got a stupid shirt on over there.
Yeah. Your kids can't read, though.
What are you talking about?
Your kids can't read, can they?
I'm sure your kids watch.
Get away from me.
You started talking to me, buddy.
Get away from me.
You get away from me. Watch your kids. Go walk away. McKinley!
That old man swooped out the cut like he was Master Roshi, just completely letting loose of some of the emotions he was holding back since Vietnam. Because of how aggravating Jack is to be around, the father was about as nice as he possibly could be about it, but from the time and time again where people be respectful to Jack, he makes sure to hit everybody else back with a nice 1-2 fuck you combo. Here's a message Jack had to deliver to the youth after threatening to get a hardworking college student kicked out of school for simply not being a fan of him.
Listen, come here. Listen, I can hear you.
If he keeps recording, I'm gonna
This is
break
drama?
the camera. I don't care.
Then you're gonna get kicked out of your school and you're gonna have to talk to your parents.
I'm not gonna get kicked out of shit.
You're gonna explain to your parents. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I was fine with you guys at first, but you guys wanted to act like all cool. You're not cool. You guys are in school. School is not cool.
I'm sure anyone attending college is already on their way to drop out after hearing statements this profound. It's like he gets all of his comebacks from YouTube shorts comments and Pinterest posts. Like, out of all things you could say, it had to be the one thing you heavily missed in life that made you the way you are today. Whenever he does get punched like that old man I showed you earlier, or slapped in his own house, he always calls the cops and wastes their entire night by playing mini games on whether he's going to press charges on his attacker or not.
I don't want anything to happen to him, but like, yo.
Okay, do you want to press charges?
Let's flip a coin. Let's ask Siri.
Is this your house?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to do? We're not here to play games.
Flip a coin.
What do you want to do?
Heads, we send him to jail. Tails.
No.
Hey,
he's not going to jail. Get inside your house, man.
Go inside.
Enough. What the fuck are you doing?
Jack, enough.
Willie Mack, the person I managed to find this clip from, made a good point on how Neon is just someone that never learns how to shut their mouth. Someone we all might know in our own lives might share a lot of the same traits, but Jack is just an incest celestial. He's absorbed every single negative Gen Z stereotype like there are infinity stones, and now his life goal is to get half the universe to see his little pinky dinky of a penis. I could continue to show this sort of brain rot for hours on end because that's how every single one of his streams go. What I just showed you is only about 1% of uncovering all the horrible horrible things he's done to people that don't even know him, to his own family members. I full-heartedly believe that this is not a character being played, and Jack actually shows signs of being a clinical sociopath. His rights from wrongs are acknowledged, but he shows no regard to them, and by all the clips I showed, he just refuses to empathize with people that don't have 7 digits in their bank accounts, and he always continuously ignores the rights and feelings of others. He's a pathetic social parasite that really needs to be scrubbed off the internet, and I'm certainly not alone in thinking that, because just last week, Jack Doherty became the first person ever on Kick to be banned. Of course, for only 24 hours, and with what I just showed you, you have to be thinking Jack full-blown just committed a terrorist attack, but in reality, all that led to him getting banned was a girl flashing his stream for attention. Out of all the quote-unquote douche tubers I've seen, from Rice Scum to Jake Paul to everywhere in between, Jack has absolutely got to be the worst, and I really hate to see that despite what you believe, this guy does have fans, and the model he's teaching everyone to follow is the exact model every parent tries to stop their kids from becoming. I pretty much showed everything I really wanted to cover. Honestly, there's a lot more, but I would rather not edit a video that has the same exact runtime as the Avengers Endgame, especially over this man, baby. These Kick streamers will never learn until they do something so stupid that it won't result in them ever having the capability to stream again, or probably even wake up again for that fact, because if you're going to keep pushing these people's buttons, all it takes is one pocket rocket to wipe your whole team out, and then everything you build up would collapse down. For a YouTube prank. I want to hope he will possibly change, but after reviewing his whole life story, he just never really changed from the jump. This is who he is at his core. Everything in his life is just fabricated. He lives vicariously through the camera that's in front of him 24/7, which is why I believe he will never take the time to realize that he's only embarrassing himself at the end of the day, no matter how much money he has to his name. But I think that's going to wrap the video up there. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to slap a like before your dad slaps you. Subscribe if you hit my vibe, and always make sure to follow my Instagram if you ever want to know future videos that are dropping, or see my beautiful face being blessed before you. All the links for my socials will be in the description. With that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all hella soon. I'm gonna head out this bitch.